Welcome to Creating a Culture of Innovation. Our main goal with this podcast is to highlight up-and-coming or growing businesses that want to show off their culture and what makes them stand out with technology. As nerds, we love tech and innovation, so seeing how other businesses are growing and making themselves stand out is exciting and honestly motivating. And if you are a successful business owner who would like to be on this program, you can fill out a guest form at cacoi.nerdsupport.com/podcast-guest and apply to come on the show. All right, let's get right to it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Creating a Culture of Innovation podcast. I'm your host, Roman Garcia, and I'm joined today by yet another business leader who's cultivating a culture of innovation within his business, Justin Caswell. Justin is the founder and CEO of RevoFi, which is a decentralized wireless infrastructure platform providing network coverage and sharing resources to compute, store, and send data across the network. So definitely a timely investment. And thank you for coming on the show, Justin. How are you doing?
Doing brilliant. Thanks for having me, Roman. I really appreciate the introduction too.
Yes, of course. Gonna be honest, Justin, that when I looked into your website before this interview, I knew I was in for something interesting. So let's get right into it. So Justin, on that note, tell me a little bit about your business's mission statement. What does RevoFi do for businesses around you to help them succeed?
Yeah, it's really, really clear. So our one goal is to really de-risk network deployments and really provide ownership to those individuals, not only of the device, but of the network itself, right? So in short, we want you to be empowered to be your own service provider.
Wow. Okay. So in terms of, I noticed that you had mentioned before this that you were taking advantage of kind of the landscape that was going on, but what made you want to start your business? And did you have any inspirational figures in your life that kind of inspired this undertaking?
Oh man, there's so many inspirational figures. But I think to really make it really simple for everybody, for me, the dream was always really to just bring simple and easy to understand connectivity to everybody, right? So because along with that, you get identity, you get financial security. There's a lot of things that come with that. So for me, it was a very clear mission that we wanted to get very simple connectivity out there that now allows people to have different types of internet services that they've never had before, and really simplify the blockchain and cryptocurrency kind of interactions, and really combine the world that we know today, right, and the networking devices that we know today, and bring the blockchain aspect to it, and bring the cryptocurrency and kind of NFT and that whole decentralized finance world to that device and to those users. And that's really about ownership at the end of the day, and really making sure that whenever people buy these devices, they understand that you own a piece of the network, right? You own that device, you own a piece of everything that the rest of the community is trying to build. So it's, and as far as like figures, oh man, I mean, there's so many out there in the decentralized space, but I've met Charles Hoskinson. He's really great with Cardano, and then there's Patrick, former CEO of Overstock. So there's a ton of people, and then Jensen with NVIDIA. NVIDIA is one of our partners. They're super supportive of everything that we're doing. So just tons of people out there in this space.
Yeah, definitely a timely conversation given like the whole importance of remote work and things like that, as well as shout out to the rise in the Bitcoin that happened this past week.
Yeah, all-time highs.
Speaking of value, what are some things your business values most in regards to serving your clients? And did any of this change in terms of the process this last year during the pandemic?
Oh man, it changed everything, in a lot of ways. So for us, we look at it in kind of two different segments, just like everybody else. We've got the consumer side, and then we've got kind of the B2B side. And I think on the consumer side, it's pretty straightforward. Hey, let's get this device, let's put it in our home. We're going to get better Wi-Fi, throughput, because now we're going with the latest standard. And so consumers and those types of deployments, it's pretty easy to explain the benefits, to them.
Mhm.
On the business side, for enterprise and commercial deployments, there's a lot of different use cases out there that we're seeing. Everything from smart retail all the way to manufacturing to we're having discussions around upgrading Wi-Fi offload programs for hotels and hospitality types of facilities. So, and then we're also engaged with some of our other business partners for like stadiums and arenas, both in the EU and like in other places around the US. And then we're also working with NASCAR a little bit as well. So,
Wow.
there's a lot of different use cases out there on the B2B side. And I think we're just now kind of scratching the surface of what the real potential here is for everybody.
Right. Especially like as we were saying before, like for remote work employees and anyone working from home, if you don't got a secure network, that's kind of a problem if you're working on company devices. So definitely something to think about. I want to hear a bit of your domain expertise and what's going on in your space. What do you think could be done better, and what are you doing differently you think sets yourself apart from the rest?
Yeah. And this kind of, I think, ties in to your previous question a little bit as well, right? With the remote work. Yeah. I think where it's all headed is, and what everybody kind of like realized over the last year, right, is that, oh man, like we really need to, strengthen our networks, and we really need to figure out a better way to deliver web applications that everybody's using, right? So the way that we work has changed substantially. Mm-hmm. The networks are stronger now because of it. But what we're actually seeing is, how do you move those workloads? So if you're using like VDI, for example, or virtual desktop, right? So mm-hmm. A lot of companies are moving to that because they don't want to have to buy laptops and hardware, with superpowers and all that kind of stuff. So we're seeing those workloads being pushed further and further out to the edge and the far edge, and that's where we're actually playing. And so if you look at where all of that is headed, and not just for remote workloads, but the actual web applications themselves, the CDNs, all of that content is being pushed further and further out. So that's where we're seeing it. The entire market is really headed that way. And I think there's a lot of reasons for that, right? And we can go into that if you want, but there's a ton of upside by doing it this way.
No, I mean, like definitely continue. And in fact, it's kind of goes into my next question on that. What's on the agenda for RevoFi in the near future? You could talk a little bit about what you were just mentioned. But yeah, I want to hear about what are your plans for the future?
Yeah. So the plans are kind of, they're pretty broad. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. It's pretty exciting. Honestly, we've got our big partners that we're working with on the enterprise side, like I said, stadiums and arenas and kind of bigger deployments.
It's definitely exciting.
It's so exciting, right? Yeah. Lots of work, but very exciting. Here really soon in the next month, we're actually going to be doing our product launch and a release. So everybody's actually going to get to see the real devices that we've designed and engineered and put together. So we'll be doing a product demonstration here in the next couple of weeks or so. So that's pretty exciting. And then products are actually going to start shipping right off the shelves for the first time in December. So late December. So just in time, hopefully for Christmas and the New Year. And then at the same time, we're also doing something really interesting. So I don't know how much you know, Roman, about NFTs, but NFTs are hot right now. Everybody's kind of into it. Yeah. So that's the whole world right now, right? And so NFTs are a very exciting place for DeFi, just decentralized finance. But one of the things that we're doing is we're going to be doing an auction for 20 different unique NFTs that'll be redeemable for devices that have not been announced yet. So these are brand new devices. They're going to be even more powerful and will have a lot more capabilities than the devices that we even have currently listed. And then there's some other things that we're going to be doing around NFTs. But in the future, within like a 6-month time frame, 7-month time frame, I see all of these things coming together. And what we're really looking to do is move into that production phase to actual commercial, and then everybody's like live, the network is live. We get through kind of all the bugs, and we've got mainnet launch right in like the next 3 to 4 months. And I think that's where we're really excited to have our community involved and engaged, and all of our business owners that are part of this network build.
Cool. On that note of like what you were talking about, like NFTs and that whole industry that's going on right now, as we are a podcast about innovation, that I know that some people would have differing opinions on what to do with that industry, but where do you think it can go in order for it to be like more acceptable and like more efficient? I guess I should also say.
Yeah, great questions. One of our main focuses is always just simplifying the complex, right? And so what we're really trying to do, not just with NFTs, but cryptocurrency and just blockchain in general, is we are really wanting to make it so easy for the user to interface with NFTs, to interface with cryptocurrencies, and to understand the incentivization by leveraging these types of tools. Because at the end of the day, that's what these really are, right? These are financial tools, these are network tools. And so what we really want to be able to do is say, hey, look, here's a device, an NFT comes with it. Now that device will always have that attached NFT with it. So the device has value, the NFT has value. Now you can trade that NFT for that device if you want. Some of the other things that we're going to be doing is you'll actually be able to interact with the devices through our mobile app. This is roadmapped. So I'm not sure when this will be released, but this is exciting. So you'll actually be able to walk up to one of our devices, and with the augmented reality interface, you'll actually be able to see the NFT in AR above the device, and so you'll actually see and interact with those NFTs. And then we've got some other kind of interaction that you'll be able to have with the device as well, such as changing the colors and things of that nature. But the whole point here, right, is that we want to make it an engaging device. It's not something that you just want to throw in your closet, right? Or, just like your standard routers, like, I'll put it over in the corner, go look at it, right? Like, so we want this to be something that people interact with. And I think that's the paradigm shift, because if people are interacting with it and they understand, hey, the more I use this device, the more money it's going to make me through cryptocurrency and through these other incentivized models. That's going to help me pay for my internet bill. It's going to help pay for other things. It's going to pay this device off. It's going to keep making me money. Right. And then I think that's where, I think people are really going to have some engagement and understand cryptocurrency and NFTs are not that hard. It's not that complicated when you get into it.
Yeah. And of course, all the added security network all on top of it, it's win-win, it seems. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Justin, it was great talking to you. Before we go, though, where can the audience find you, and do you possibly have anything to share with them?
Yeah, absolutely. Go out to RevoFi.com. That's the fastest way, RevoFi.com. If you just scroll all the way down, we've got links to our Discord channel. That's the best way to engage with the community and some of our community managers. And then also you can, purchase a device directly there as well. And then we just launched an affiliate program. So if you're interested in joining our affiliate program, definitely come to the site and hit us up and sign up for the affiliate program.
Discord takeover. I love it. All right. You heard the man. Go give them a click. Go check out their server and those affiliate links. I'll make sure to include that in the promo. So again, Justin from RevoFi, everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. And thank you for creating a culture of innovation within your business. All right. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Hey, Roman here. Thank you so much for listening to Creating a Culture of Innovation. Again, if you are a successful business owner who would like to be on this program, you could fill out a guest form at cacoi.nerdsupport.com/podcast-guest and apply to come on the show. If you got something out of this episode, give it a like and share it on social media. Or if you know someone who would be a great guest, tag them and make sure to include the hashtag Creating a Culture of Innovation. Want to learn more about us? Visit our website at nerdsupport.com or follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at nerdsupport. Thanks for listening in, and we hope you'll stop by next time.